What's going on, sir? I'm about to play some fucking Hero Ball. Hero Ball, where I get all the points and Steph Curry gets like the other half the points. Mixed with, you know, the other high-end superstars that get maybe 5 to 10 points in the game too. Because me and Curry can't score all 120,000 points for our team. You know, we got to share the ball once in a while. As much as, like, you know, the game would swear to God we don't. We have to.
So yeah, these 3 missions, I've already done the first one a while ago. But Hennigan, the first one is Hennigan's dead wagon coming out of Brutal Rush. Taunt, make sure it gets to it. Basically, you just got to make sure where it's going, it gets there, and you shoot everyone along the way. The next one is a horse,
like an escort mission, pretty much.
Yeah.
So and then the other one would be back to like the mission where we stole the horses for the Braithwaites.
Emerald Ranch Braithwaites buying white Arabian worth. I don't know why it has a dollar sign. Worth money delivered to Josiah, your friend. So
yeah, so pretty much almost the mission right out of the story, pretty much. Okay. Just minus like different colored horses.
Online too, like there's
I was just going with that. It's like kind of like it's kind of like
thing. It's a horse delivery. St. Lost using smuggled jewels, and guess who's taking a few stashes of the evidence for safekeeping? Mr. Big Bug, the mayor, the fancy mayor.
Oh yeah.
One of the missions, we have to go inside his mansion and confiscate the gems and deliver them to the guy that we delivered the horse to.
Okay.
So I'm just going to start the horse one, and then half an hour from then I'll do the other one, because it takes like 25 minutes to do the next one, which is stupid.
That is kind of stupid.
But I guess they just don't want you to do it all one after another.
Yeah, kind of like how the original missions were, like you finished it and then fucking the new one just popped up wherever on the map you had to go to. Unless you needed an honor switch, and then you literally just need to go find a guy, switch your honor level around, and then fucking you'd show up.
Mm-hmm. That's basically it. And then, yeah, they're going to be adding more.
Well, it's nice they're actually giving it, like, adding more to it, but it's like at this point, it's like, my God, you guys are so you fucked us, like.
It's already over. It's already over.
Yeah.
They lost.
Like, you had an amazing story. When you made online, you had ideas. Like, you just didn't add everything as fast as you could have, and you were more concentrated on your other moneymaker there. So it's like, you fucked us. You fucked up. Sorry.
Yeah, this game was supposed to replace GTA, and they didn't do that. They brought this out and then just kept both, which made no sense. It was like, why did you make another online fucking game? It's the same thing. Why but Western themed? Why would you make the same exact fucking game plot, like, all together online basis, where you go on, do missions, so and so? Why the fuck would you do this?
Yeah, it's like no different than GTA, just we're in the fucking West this time.
Literally, all you did was rewrap the fucking game in a different
time era.
Paper. Yeah, just give this to us, and we're like, here you go. And it was like, why would you do that, though? That fucked yourselves. Because not only do you have to fucking keep up with GTA now still, which you're already planned on adding more and more fucking DLC to, and then now you have Red Dead where you just lacked attention.
Yeah.
And it's been like 8+ months since they've done anything to it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, here's your fucking first 3 jobs. You're like, okay, we're done those. Now what? Fucking months later, okay, here's your next. Here's Moonshiner. Well, that one was kind of fun. They gave us another storyline to
It
do.
was, but like those were the first 3, and it was like that was 8 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden we were just like, yeah, here's this naturalist and hunting job. You're like, okay, it took you forever to pretty much fucking implicate something right out of the story in the online.
The last actual content update was over 8 months ago.
Yeah.
That is when the last actual content update was. Besides, like, random buffs and bonuses and benefits, that's it. That's all the things they've been adding. So, actual content, it's been over 8 months.
Yeah.
It's just, no.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Yeah, you could fucking add the world to fucking Red Dead and give us all the train robberies and bank robberies we wanted, and fucking you probably still couldn't get the fan base to come back.
No, probably not. It's already died out. It's been 8 months. That's way too long for fucking gamers to wait around. That's exactly. Wait around if they know DLC is on the way.
Yeah, and Twitter's already, and like they've already announced like fucking a bunch of shit about GTA 6 all over Twitter, like Rockstar's promoting it like mad these past couple of days. It's like, man, now you're fucking GTA 5 over now. Like now GTA 6 is being happening for once.
Mm-hmm. So Red Dead again was basically just a side project for them, which is just sad.
Yeah, it is because like they gave us a phenomenal story, they really did, and then it's like online it just went nowhere.
But that's the problem. That's what I noticed. Like right off the bat was look at GTA. It was not trying to be a good story whatsoever. It didn't try to make a good story.
It went more towards the online.
Intro story. It just made an intro story for you.
So yeah, it's pretty much what the online was going to become. That was the story.
It was a waiting period basically till the online. And then online came out. Now for Red Dead, it's the opposite. They gave you a fucking 10-star
fucking story
mode, and then they were just like, nah, online.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. You play that story, it hits like every fucking feeling you have. It hits all your emotions. It's fucking phenomenal from start to end.
The same game, but did the opposite with it. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, pick a fucking way and stick with that, please and thank you. Like, they should have just made it story. They could have added in at least another 10 hours.
Oh, yeah, if you're just gonna make it story, you should have gave us another DLC for at least a story mode or some shit, you asshole.
That's what I'm saying, like, if they didn't plan on making online for it, they could have went a lot further with the story and just periodically, every 4 or 5 months, added a DLC, which added like 10, maybe 15 hours of
new
gameplay.
Content. Yeah, just like fucking different hideouts, maybe a couple of stories, a new gang hideout, a couple of new gangs coming into the action. Yeah,
that would actually give them the time to get voice actors in, do all that shit. And
exactly.
We'd wait 5 months if we knew every 5-6 months we were gonna get a DLC.
Yeah, exactly. At least your story mode would have been booming. You would have got gameplay over there, but nope.
Exactly. It's just no. There's certain games that can pull off the online and story thing, and they're very few.
Yeah.
Destiny's one of them. Destiny's a very, very fucking good story, and it has but it's all multiplayer.
Yeah.
There is no, like, private matches, really. Like, there is, but you don't really go into that. You usually just do that. Assassin's Creed tried to do it, and they knew that they shouldn't have right after they did.
Like with Black Flag, like Unity, I would say it was more of what we thought was probably going to become.
Game modes, that's the thing. It wasn't really like a whole online world.
No, but I was going to say with Unity, it was actual like down to real missions where we had to go into and actually play the actual game more normal.
That didn't even go over too well because of how much they fucked that up.
I know, and I thought that one would have. It's like, man, that's kind of what we expected from the get-go, was actual side missions and shit. We could pull a crew together and actually try to do a 4-man actual assassination with an actual creed of our build. Like, that would have been good if they would have nailed it, right? That could have been an amazing feature in Assassin's Creed to do.
They're making a Mortal Kombat movie, by the way, too. If you didn't know that.
I saw that, but it's like, you know what? The first one. See, I hope it's going to be good because the second one of the original '90s was such a disappointment after the first one was good.
I owned it and it was shit. I own that motherfucker. I think I still own that motherfucker. I just haven't touched it in over like fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
15 plus years. I think I watched it at one point and I was like, what the fuck? Am I watching?
Yeah, you watch the first Mortal Kombat, and you're like, alright, the first movie's fucking pretty dope, and then you watch the second one, and the storyline's just all over the fucking place. You're like,
They have a trailer, like, they have multiple trailers on YouTube.
Isn't this one following more the ninja lure of, like, just Sub-Zero and Scorpion and them?
You would have to watch the shit.
Okay.
I would not know. I just know that they're making it, and I know that there's trailers.
Yeah, I know, like, the only thing I've, like, seen pop up, though, is just, like, stuff about a ninja movie, about the actual ninjas, and I'm like, well, if they're doing a lore in those three, I'd actually fucking watch the damn shit.
Which is good, because that's what Mortal Kombat really started as. It saw, like, the tournament, right?
Yeah, Johnny Cage and all them, like...
Yeah, the main characters, though, that we loved and followed, of the original people, were fucking
Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile, those guys.
Less Reptile, but yes, Reptile was...
Reptile was a part of the third one, yeah.
Well, I know, but he was like...
Well, he was the original trio, and then all of a sudden they came in with, like, by the third game, they had 17 fucking ninjas, and we were like, hey, that's way too fucking much, you had it with 3. You barely included the third one as a... Yeah, you barely used the third one as a did, so why did we need 17 more that you're not going to use?
The more ninjas do make sense, though, depending on how they split the world, how they...
No, and that is true, no, and I get where you're going there. It was just the concept of, like, it was just the concept of how often they would use Reptile compared to the other two, and it's like, so what,
no, I know,
17
but that's what I'm
others?
saying. Like, if you look at a map and say split it 3 ways, then there's 3 places for 3 individual ninja settlements, right? Ninja clans. But if the world's big enough, it's going to be hard to split that big of an area just into 3.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be too much for one area to consistently watch over.
Yeah.
If they fucking rule a bit more than a quarter of the fucking world.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it's going to be an issue. So that's where the more ninjas make sense. But they didn't embed that in the lore at all.
Yeah.
They just said, here's more fucking ninjas. Here's fucking smoke. Here's space that can use everyone else's powers. It's like, am I watching Avengers right now?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And at that point, it was just like, okay, that's way too fucking many. Now you're just conjuring bullshit out your ass because you're bored? Like, the fuck?
You don't know the reference I'm going to use, but that reminds me of a Mazo from fucking DC Universe, where it's a robot that can fucking use everyone's powers. It's just like, yeah, man, I scan you, your powers, fine.
So it's kind of like Ditto from Pokemon in a sense. It just goes around, steals the other person's form, and uses all their shit.
Yeah, it has to look at them, and if it has you in its vision, it can scan you and take your power. But with Ditto, you notice because the creepy ass fucking eyes.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I was just like referencing a Ditto form to pretty much make it a tad easier, to pretty much make an easier connection. But
there was a meme about that not too long ago where he turned into a Pikachu, and it was so fucking terrifying. It was like it showed it side by side. It's like, which one? Ditto. It's like clearly that one. He looks like he's on crack.
Yeah.
He has fucking eyeballs the size of fucking 8 balls.
Yeah, or it's technically like Togepi's metronome move, like from the first Pokemon game, like where it would copy, like, and Clefairy had that move too. It can like just literally mimic any move it fucking just magically wanted to with this move. And it was just random as all hell. Like, what? Yeah,
has that too.
Yeah, it was like the dumbest, weirdest. Yeah, it was like metronome or some shit. You'd use it and it'd just be like, okay, it's gonna spin the wheel of fucking attacks. Which one are we using?
Mm-hmm. I do imagine they'd do a lot better though on the Mortal Kombat this time, because it's a lot further in time that we're making it. Like we have.
We actually have like the CGI and shit to pull off the kind of bullshit that we would expect in a Mortal Kombat.
But then you look at it and it's like, they made M. Night Shyamalan is one of the best directors ever, and he fucking made a live-action version of Avatar: The Last Airbender. It was shit. It was so garbage. It's oh my god, it's a joke. It's a laughingstock of the fucking whole community. It is the worst thing that's ever been made in life. Jeez. So that wasn't even that long ago, and so if they use and why I'm bringing this up is because in that movie they have to use a lot of like water bending and fire bending and air bending and earth bending, so they have to use elements and like it looks like magic and shit.
And so that's what a lot of Mortal Kombat's going to even look like, especially with those three.
Like, it looked really crappy in that movie, so I hope nowadays, because I
haven't
seen
that is true.
That type of elemental control.
Because you're going to have to use a lot of fire in that spear for Scorpion.
And ice, water for him.
Ice and water for Sub-Zero. Fucking...
Yeah.
Just the
Anyone else
transformation
that
of into a reptile and whatever they choose to do with reptile, because
that
initially
could be
that's
done easier.
what he.
We've
Yeah.
seen things before that have just transformed. It's
Yeah.
just the element thing is hard to do, I guess. Like have
And
something.
well, yeah, he's just got a poison element to him. That's pretty much all he's got, which is probably
No, I'm
easier
just
to
talking
pull
about
off in the CGI than the other two, I would say. The poison
Yeah,
effect for
probably.
reptile would probably be.
Because it just has to be more or less like a mist, purple
Yeah,
mist.
exactly.
Like that. That
Yeah,
can be done
exactly.
easily.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
just-
was
it's
thinking.
just
Out
the
of any of them,
CGI.
reptile might be a little easier out of the three.
Yeah, it's just the CGI of like water or fire that's apparently very fucking difficult to pull
Yeah.
off. Make it look natural.
Yeah, and
Those
they
things
had such a
are
good spear motion in the first movie. Like, I don't know what CGI they used for Scorpion Spear
Yeah,
in the
that'd
first
be a lot
movie.
easier too.
Yeah,
'Cause there's a
they
rope
like
in
they.
it,
Yeah, it just automatically
coming out of
worked
the
in the first movie. It was like, man, that was made in the '90s, and that looks so realistic. Like Scorpion was like, get over here right out of the game. I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
That's a bit easier because it's an actual physical thing. Like the rope
Yeah.
and the kunai attached to it is actual like it's physical.
It's an actual, you got a fucking weapon, and it's an actual
like
real life
I'm
weapon.
saying like you can actually touch it. I'm not saying like
Yeah.
real life or anything. I'm just saying like it's physical. It has a
Yeah.
physical thing to it. If you go to fire, you can't really. You can touch it, but you can't fucking grasp it and hold it. Like
Yeah, no, that shit's burning your ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you squeezed your hand around a ball of fire, it's gonna go through the ball of fire and it's gonna burn you. But yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an actual physical thing over physical slash like whatever the other state would be, I guess, a gas or some shit fucking. So it's easier, I guess, to pull that off with the CGI to fucking fling a rope out of your arm with a kunai and then pull back. But with flames, you have to launch that out and make a fireball look natural. Which I guess fire alone is hard to CGI.
Yo. So today is the last day to grind for Kawhi Leonard, and I'm not doing it. I'm not even close to his fucking level. I'm just gonna see what next season brings and try to get the next season's card. Maybe they'll give us a good Galaxy Opal. Who knows? All I know is Steph Curry better not come from a season reward as a Galaxy Opal. You gave us the pink diamond and screwed us there. He better come a Galaxy Opal out of a fucking pack, or I'll cry. I'd stop playing NBA on the fucking spot if they just hand all the best Steph Curry's over for a 1 fucking month challenge, because I'd be like, so pretty much if we don't get him, we're fucked. Good job, game, because that's what you did with Pink Diamond Steph Curry. Nobody can even look at him unless you had Seasons 1 done. And I refuse to play anybody that has Season 1 done because he doesn't miss behind that 3-point arc. He's a cheater. That card is a glitch card now for a 3-point shot. It's like, I don't know. If you have him, I won't even play him. You will just automatically get it in past. I could be up your ass as fucking the defender and have my hand right up your nose and shit, and yeah, Curry's getting it in for 3. Like, nope, I'm done. The fact I can triple team you and Curry's still doing it? No, I'm done. I've done it, and I've had it, tried it. Somebody was playing me, and I actually had a triple team as Curry, and he still got it in for 3 with all 3 of us guarding his ass.
Yeah.
And I was like, the fuck is this crap? Like, go away. I, like, quit right on the spot when he sunk it. I was like, no, I'm done. I was like, no, you're a dick to guard. That's like a glitch card. I'm like, where's all my free glitch cards that fucking are cool? Like, I had a John Stockton glitch card, and now you got Galaxy Opal John Stockton. And it's like, well, what's better, Galaxy Opal or glitch John Stockton? Like, what's the better card? This one's a glitch card, but, like, technically the GOAT version does all the shit the glitch version does. So it's like, I don't see a fucking difference anymore.
Oh shit. Okay, I need to shoot some hoes.
That's just how that one works. With that one, it's like I legally cannot see some points of basketball sometimes. It's just like I don't understand some of this fucking shit, but whatever.
Should I shoot my way into this ranch or should I sneak in and try and steal the horse?
Sneaking. We've always been pretty good at sneaking.
Sneaking? You want me to be a sneaky snake? Okay.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, usually when there's gunfights, usually when we do that, there's not that many guards we see close around. So it's like, I don't get why we try to use gunfights, because bows and silences usually are better terms.
Yeah, I was about to say, this calls for my bow. I literally just grabbed my bow as you said that.
Yeah.
I need my bow because there's a guy, I just noticed a guy around the edge.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you use your bow, a couple of throwing knives or whatever you may have throwable, fucking we're dope there. We've never really been caught, unless we don't go on, like, 2 different angles, like, unless we don't scavenge the whole area, 100%.
Like, especially on that forest one, one's supposed to go one way and one's supposed to go the other sometimes. to hit the one guy that's in the middle. Why can't I climb this bitch? Isn't it X to hop up on? Up, yep, it is. That was weird. Why can't I crouch? Whatever. Oh, I can't crouch, I'm just retarded.
And so everybody else has figured out a new Zen now that that Zen thing doesn't work for new gen and you can't switch the shot meter on new gen. Everybody's wrapping elastics around the controller so you go straight down. There's like no way to fuck up the timing of your shot anymore. And I'm like, yo, it's the new Zen, but like with elastics, that's actually hilarious. I was like, yeah, I should do that just go back to old time and do that on my PS4.
Are you on Pokemon right now?
No.
No, I heard a ding, 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 ding. Like a little sound, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? All country people like that. Excuse me. Alright, where's this guy? I'm gonna fuck him up. Nope, apparently can't open that door. Can I open this door? Can't open that door. Travis. Apparently my guy's too retarded to use the doorknob. Sir, see that metal thing attached to the wood? That's a knob. It turns. Use it. Actually, I'm right. Oh, is that? Oh shit. Nope, buddy, you ain't giving me away. Aha. Can I? Why won't it? Okay. Can I? Oh no, apparently it's square to hop over. Shit, I didn't know that. I forgot. Holy fuck. Ah, 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 ow. Holy shit, this horse is not cool. Calm the fuck down. Calm. Calm. Take a chill pill. Take a chill pill, homie. Dude. This horse is batshit crazy, okay. There we go, Travis. I snuck. And they never caught me.
Nice.
No one ever caught wind of the cowboy known as Dusty Casey. Now I need to get the fuck out of here. No one chased me. No one saw nothing. Come on, Jose. You follow us. Boom. This is a beautiful horse. This looks like Dutch's horse. If we just steal Dutch's horse, how is he gonna get to Tahiti?
Yeah. No, he's gonna jump on that. He's gonna jump on that street trolley and go to Tahiti. So don't worry.
I'm expecting at any moment Dutch is gonna like run out of the bush and kick me off the horse, take it, and be like, "On my way to Tahiti."
Yeah.
Okay, Dutch. All right. I think he's cracked out. He's only wearing his shoes and his underwear. What the fuck is Dutch doing nowadays? Where is the place? Jesus. I'm here. Josai, I have the horse for you, sir. We're fine. They didn't suspect nothing. So it was decent. Now, see? There's your horse. You don't really get anything that good from them, to be honest, like missions. That's what kind of sucks. I wish they gave you at least a decent payout. Alright, 22 minutes till I can do the next one. On the Call of Duty. Oh my god, more downloading. Come on, Call of Duty.
What Call of Duty's downloading?
Fucking stupid packs, I'm guessing. Like fucking outfits and shit.
Oh my god.
Like the main menu downloading.
Oh, okay.
Oh, when you open
I
it,
thought there was
it's just
like an
downloading.
actual like gigabyte download for COD. I was like, what the fuck?
No.
Are you serious?
When I say downloading, think of this. When I say update, think of that.
Okay. That works a lot easier than with COD, because COD's got like so many fucking things usually going on. It's like, the fuck is going on?
Well, it's because, yeah, it downloads the... Yeah, this is just for updating the store, usually. But it's slow as fuck right now. It's only at 2%. So, I don't know what they would have added that takes this long.
The world.
Probably. Oh my god, Call of Duty, I'm not waiting an hour. You're not this world.
Holy fuck.
The controller died.
But yeah, no, I was watching somebody bitch about the campers in Modern Warfare, and one of the guys was like, if you don't like campers, go play Cold War. And I'm like, have you not played fucking Cold War? I was like, have you not played Cold War? That's worse than Modern Warfare for fucking camping. I used to see more running gunners in Modern Warfare than in
just
fucking...
don't play Call of Duty in general if you don't like campers.
Like, you guys are half backwards, fuck.
If you really can't stand them, just don't play it at all, because it really won't work out for you. There's no way to ban them, there's no way to kick them, there's nothing. So.
Oh, and the girl's gonna fit in with the crew just nicely. She plays hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
She joined up on me last night, and I was like, hey, what game mode are we playing? She goes, hardcore, and I was like, oh, really? I was like, I'm like, really? She goes, yeah, if I'd have to put a whole mag into your face to kill you, I'm not liking it. I'm like, logic, hey! Finally, the fucking same thing our whole group will say now. I don't want to put a whole clip into you and then get fucking shot and and die.
I don't say that.
Okay, that's most of us when it comes to core.
I've just said that I'm used to hardcore now because that's all I've continuously played since I've gotten really Cold War, and so well, because I usually play with you on this.
Yeah.
And then if I were to only play core again, I'd be able to play perfectly fine. But I accidentally went onto a core match not too long ago, and it fucked me over. And I was like, yeah, I can't play anymore. I was like, I've literally fucked my gameplay style because I.
No, and it's true unless you like constantly play one of the game
balls.
modes, you like completely forget.
You have to play both in different tactics. You can actually run and gun in fucking core.
Yeah.
And I'm so used to not running gunning that much, but still not camping at the same time.
Yeah, like hardcore hardcore works so differently at times, and it's like you go back to play core, and it's like
the only real difference to me is the fucking fact that if I run out into the open, I have no chance of survival.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, versus
at least
core,
if I get one bullet or two bullets on core, I have a chance to be like, oh, what the fuck is some fucking thing I can hide behind?
Yeah, not like in hardcore. Like those two shots have just killed you.
Yeah, that's why I despise campers specifically on. I don't mind them on core, but I hate them the most on fucking hardcore because it's near impossible to fucking kill a corner camper if you turn a corner and you don't know they're there. They have the fucking right off on you.
Yeah.
So
or when you're going into a certain area and they have the only fucking watching the only in and out of that whole place.
That's what I'm saying. They're just camping right there for you, and they're waiting for you, but you have no idea that they're fucking there.
Yeah.
And so you're going in unprepared for a ready reaction, and they're just like, "Oh, I'm ready for whoever walks through this one fucking door." And it's like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
The only way I have any chance of survival is if I have a faster sensitivity setting than that person. And they're not directly facing me at the point of me running in.
Yeah.
And if they are, then I have to have like a fucking 10 times faster fucking sensitivity setting than they do. To be able to fucking somehow survive that.
Yeah, no.
Fucking literally turn it to the flash freeze time fucking...
Yeah, no, that is the only bad thing about hardcore. It's like, really, guys, it's one shot. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we could play run and gun and it'd be a lot more fun in hardcore. Like, come on, one bullet just kills us, we respawn, we run right back and do the same shit again. Like, come on, we don't need to sit in the corners.
Like, when I fucking played, when I quickscoped on Black Ops 2 consistently, Black Ops 1 I quickscoped, but not really. Black Ops 2 I quickscoped all on free-for-all, so it would just you go in and try and
see, that was more or less where me and my buddies would do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, like, Black Ops 2 was the one game with, like, if you went into a free-for-all, the majority of the time, you're only facing snipers. Everyone usually only played Black Ops 2 free-for-all or sniper.
Yeah.
So it'd be a lot easier on core, but if you were in a hardcore, it would make no fucking sense, because, one, your sniper's a one-shot no matter what, unless you hit fucking below the waist.
Even then, it's a one-shot in hardcore.
Sometimes not. In hardcore. I'm talking about core.
Yeah.
I'm saying in core, no matter what, it's like one shot unless it's like underneath the fucking belt. And even then, sometimes it is. But on core, if I were to do that and someone come in with a fucking AR, they would just need one bullet, same as me, except they would have a lot faster of a shot than I do. Because I have to aim in still, they just have to really fire one.
Yeah.
And so that's where that kind of came in, where I would always play core and not that, because it was pretty much fucking impossible to play hardcore free-for-all with a sniper and try and quickscope and then trick shot for the last goal. It was too much of a bitch.
No, because she fits right on in. She's a running gunner, and she only camps with sniping, and she's pretty much my sniping partner because she likes both actions. So it's like we both just tell each other where the people are and shit, and we all just watch different windows when we snipe together, me and her, because we work really well together. We learned this from last night's game. We both went 10-0 in sniping. We went flawlessly. Because nobody could get to our end of the ship. We actually camped the Armada strike too well. Yeah. And she doesn't use the DMR, so it's not like she's firing 7 shots and our location is being given away. We're like, nope, somebody's over here. Do you want to take the shot or me? Can I tell them exactly where they are? And we work around that so that way we just don't give up locations fast.
Yeah.
And then running, gunning, me and her are a little weirder working together that way because we just run in different directions all the fucking time like the rest of us. We like fucking, nobody has ever coexisted while we're running gunning. We just kind of point out where people are camping and hope to God our teammate runs over there too. Eventually and shoot them. The sniping is a little better with her. She's not a bad sniper, but she actually uses the common sense I do. We're not going to play quick scoping running gun with sniping because that doesn't work no more. that well.
Well, it does and it doesn't.
No, I have done it a couple
Really,
of times.
really
I have
fast
gotten
and
away with
accurate.
running in, seeing somebody and just be like, pop, right in the fucking head, continuing on. And I'm like, that's very far and in between doing it in a shot.
Yeah, you just have to be really fast and accurate for it to be consistent.
Yeah, exactly. And I know I'm not
I
that good.
don't know if I'd be able to do it nowadays. I would have to fucking use a sniper for like a week and a half straight to be able to kind of
Readjust yourself back to that play adjust.
reignite my fucking muscle memory of sniping.
Yeah,
I
no,
gotta
and I get
reignite
that. It would take you, like, literally, you'd have to use the gun for, like, a week straight,
a
play
week
it,
and a
shit.
half,
Yeah, and
before
you'd be
I
back.
came close to being able to fucking do half as well as I used to.
Yeah, no, and I get that. It's just a muscle memory thing.
Yeah. Like, when you go from fucking 10, 15 years of doing one thing, and then stop doing it for another 10 years. Like, pretty much. It's not...
Well,
it feels weird trying to go back to it, because you stopped for the same amount of time that you were doing the same thing. So you have equal parts on both sides of you're used to it and you're not used to it.
yeah, which is why sometimes I swear to God, probably my basketball skill does not sit very well because I try to play 3 different fucking positions and 2 are kind of similar, but none of them are ever alike because 2 aren't very majorly defense. 1 is for me, and the guards work totally different for me. 1's a 3-point god, and that's my point guard, and my shooting guard's a dunk specialist.
Yeah.
That can kind of shoot a 3 if he needs to back him the fuck up. Because he has an 85, I think, my shooting guard this year. Like, he's more closer to what my point guard was last time was like an 85 or an 89, so it's pretty close to my old point guard's 3.1. So I know if I'm that done, I can shoot a 3 and get away with it, but for the most point, I'm a finisher.
Okay, man, that's me about my lead.
Because no, I get what you mean as my power forward. I like my muscle memory is strictly well when it comes to my guards. I literally have to play a game or 2 to warm up with a guard before I fucking understand what I'm doing again.
Mm-hmm. It's like anything. Like if you knew how to fucking, I don't know.
Well, it's because I constantly switch positions in basketball. Like some day, like for like a week, I'll want to play point guard, and then for a bit I'll want to play power forward, and then it's like for a bit I'll play my shooting guard. So it's like literally for like a week I'm playing one thing out of a whole thing, and so my muscles like after the first couple, like the first day I'm back to normal, I'm doing just fine, and then I go to swap to the other guy, and I'm like, fuck, how do you play again? Gotta go look at your badge, set up your fucking attributes to see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's annoying to actually do that, but it's like, at least I know enough to do that before I start playing a game to kind of give my head the adjustment to what I'm about to readjust to. That's why I do it. It's okay, so this is what I need to remember I'm good at, and this is what I need to remember to do. Okay.
Yeah. Like
usually my first game's like kind of off, but my second game's usually better.
Yeah.
But it's like pretty much the same thing, like like what you were saying, because it's a muscle memory. Because it's like if I stop playing those, I'll pretty much forget what I'm supposed to do after a while, and you haven't sniped in a while, so like your muscle memory to it and being that easily through it.
Over 10 years.
Yeah. So it's going to be quite different, like you going to try to do it now, because some of the snipers don't fucking aim that fast. You have to have certain ones that you have to literally have certain adjustments to that sniper rifle. They get it to have no fucking sway, that snap to be very quick.
Doesn't really, like, sway doesn't really have an effect on quickscoping.
Sway's always fucked up my shot, and I fucking hate it for some odd reason.
Like, quickscoping, you don't actually, like, use your sight. Like, you do and you don't. For the shot to qualify as a quickscope, the scope can't be aimed in for more than a second. It's literally scope up down, like, or up shoot. The second the scope gets into your eyesight, you shoot. You don't look through it for any fucking amount of seconds. You're not just like, okay, he's there, shoot. That is a fast shot, but it's not a quick scope. It's just the second the fucking scope hits your eye level, you shoot. That's the qualification for a quick scope, and so that's why sway doesn't really have too much an effect on that matter.
Yeah, there's an aim-down sight attachment later on that's really helpful on the handles, though, for that one. I have it on one of my snipers.
And those are realistic, like, sniper things, because obviously you wouldn't want too much sway on a real sniper. You don't quick scope with a sniper because you're trying to get an accurate shot. You're trying to take your time and take the best shot possible.
And that's tendency why I tend to do with a sniper shot, because I use bolt action, so it's like I don't really like going like missing shots and playing fucking 3 shots to one guy.
This is a video game, so that's why sniping and quickscoping was kind of a thing. And obviously,
no, and I get that, because it's like, in reality, though, like, we are not seeing no sniper out here going, hey, look at me, Bob, it's a 360 no-scope day today, right?
Travis, I've been making this joke since Black Ops 1, man. It's the same thing I've been saying since Black Ops 1. The second I saw people 360 and stuff, I'm like, well, that's not realistic. Like, well, this game isn't realistic, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, but no, it's like fucking, you see a sniper do that, and you're like, yo, what sniper in the fucking world goes, yo, Bob, watch this!
But that's why I even watch, like, I watch Gameology and stuff like that YouTube channel, and they have actual professional, like snipers, they have military on there watching Call of Duty videos, and they see the sniping, and they don't consistently point out, oh, that's unrealistic. Why? Because it's a video game. They do point out the realism in it, like certain things that are realistic. They'll go, "Oh yeah, we really do that." And sometimes they'll nitpick and be like, "Well, you wouldn't do that," but I understand it's a video game. Like I get it, but that's very stupid. You shouldn't have done that. You should have done this. And it's like, well, yeah, but it's a fucking virtual world.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure at some points they're probably like seeing somebody do that whole jump 360 no scope off like some roof, and they're like, yeah, no sniper would be doing that.
I guarantee, like a military fucking person, like an actual sniper in the military has made that joke in real life. Like, oh guys, watch this, and he jumps and does like a 180 or some shit. He's like, fuck, quick go.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, look what I mastered on Call of Duty over the fucking break. Look what I can do now in real life. Whee! That would be one hell of a funny joke in the military, though, to see that shit. Be like, sir, you need to stop playing COD and start acting like a real sniper.
Personnel, like younger military personnel, do play Call of Duty or Battlefield and stuff like that, or just any first-person shooter in general.
Yeah.
But they also play a lot of other types of games, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like sports games, fucking racing games, well, just other shit.
Yeah, and then you just find those sports players that buy a console, and they're like, I just play the sport I play in reality, and I'm like, so you get off the court, go home, play in virtual land?
Play it, yeah. Well, it's because they don't really have much time for video games anyway. They probably play like maybe an hour or two a day, or not even a day, an hour or two a week. I'm sorry, so something like that, if that.
Well, I'd say Kevin Durant plays a couple of days a week, and
that's right now.
Donich plays quite a bit. He plays almost every day. He's actually a professional YouTuber, so he plays every day. Mm-hmm. He does YouTubing as well as the NBA, so like he does game every day. Some of them do that. LeBron James is not known to play a lot. He'd rather play it in reality, because I've came across him, and he never has a high-ranked player. He's probably the only pro that you don't see pump his paycheck into the video game. I swear to God, everybody else has got 99 overalls, like beautiful characters. And then you see LeBron James come in and he's like fucking overall 85. It's like, all right, so you grinded your game out, Mr. LeBron.
Yeah, he's just a smart person. He doesn't play the video game to play like fucking consistently. He plays like I said, like an hour or two a week, maybe if that.
And to enjoy it. Yeah, and to enjoy it, he doesn't fucking.
The fact of a video game itself, not just a sports game.
Yeah, he doesn't come on here to like up himself to be like, yo, I'm LeBron James, and I'm gonna be LeBron James in the fucking video game. Like, watch this.
No, a lot of famous people don't do that. Famous people do play video games, but a lot of them don't have their fucking name blasted right on their gamer tag. Like, fucking, I am fucking Johnny Depp. It's like, what?
Oh, you'll come to know when it's them in the game, because once you walk in, most of them will use, like, KD or something like that. They'll usually use their nickname from the NBA as their gamer tag, which is quite cool. I've loved that, because that's why I ran into the beard of the NBA, and I knew that was James Harden. I didn't even think of it. I was like, the beard of the NBA? I'm like, there's only one guy with a beard. I'm like, oh, whatever. I walked right by him, and I was like, wait, that was James Harden. And somebody's like, how do you know that? I'm like, the beard of the NBA.
Jesus, the fucking NBA community must not be that large for people to be running into that and shit.
Like, it just, you run into them because they hop neighborhoods to come across their fans. They love playing with their fans, so they love jumping neighborhoods to meet older fans that actually come and play.
I want to see how many people actually play NBA. Well, after this, I'm going to look up how many people play COD. There are not many.
You can just know who Kevin Durant is because he doesn't make anybody, like, even based off himself. Everybody else looks like they're proper form, and Kevin Durant just has his actual gamer tag as KD whatever, and then he's got some goofy-looking fucking player. He actually does what we all do. He goes in there and makes a fantasy guy of himself and fucking plays.
Ooh, that's not good.
I mean, like, NBA may not have the biggest, like, outside player fan base, maybe from the NBA, but, like, I know a lot of people in the fan base are in the NBA world that play the sport with us online. Some of them play other modes than just the career mode, but most of them prefer the park and the career with us. But I came across Kevin Durant and Chris Webber. It was Chris Webber, the centerman. I came across him in Play Now, the 5-on-5 normal game. That's a good way to sometimes come across them because they prefer just hopping on, playing a quick fucking 20 full game with just whoever they play against. Just play a full on team.
Players for NBA, that's the peak playing number at once was 21,000.
Yeah.
Not very many. I'm gonna look up how many people play COD though too, because I guarantee it's not too much.
Yeah, but like I know NBA may not be the biggest, largest, but I know a good like chunk of our community, like a good 5,000 is at least the actual pros that play in the fucking league.
Play this shit.
Yeah, but a good chunk of our percentage though is actual pros that play the game because you know we're weird.
And click the thing. Cold War. Holy shit! Okay. I'm not even gonna tell you because it's not fair.
It's not fair.
Travis. The phrase "not fair" doesn't do it justice. The gap between the players is astronomical. It's not
yeah, because if we took the camping COD community that doesn't have talent...
Humongous. It's not fucking colossal. It is astronomical.
No, but I was going to say, though, I guarantee you, though, if we took half those people, though, that just sit in the corners of that game and stick them in my area and go, okay, let's see you play a sports video game, I would...
They're two different games, Travis. You don't play sports games like you play Call of Duty. I wouldn't go into NBA and be like, I'm gonna play this like Battlefield. I'm gonna play this like Cold War. It's like, no one has that thought process.
Oh, I know. They would come in here thinking they're going to camp that 3-point line or try to camp somewhere around.
That's not what they're probably thinking, because camping in Call of Duty and camping in basketball aren't really the same thing, because you can't really camp in basketball. It's cherry picking, and you can't really cherry pick in basketball too often.
No, you can only cherry pick more around the 3-point line. Once you go into the key, it's usually a violation of some kind after 3 seconds.
So the only point in basketball where it gets actually bad is when they'll get called.
Yeah.
So again.
So unless you have Steph Curry on your team cherry picking that 3-point line, pretty much, you're fair game in that one, because it's like the only dangerous.
It's not the best analogy to use every time when you say that. Like these people playing Call of Duty to come over and play basketball, because they're two completely different universes. You wouldn't play, like you wouldn't even play.
I'm not like not even just basketball. I could probably stick them in NHL and they do dog shit, and it's because it's like, you guys are.
No, I know, but that's because they don't play NBA. They play Call of Duty, which is a first-person shooter. So they're playing it as a first-person shooter. If you go over to NBA, you're not playing it as a first-person shooter. You're playing it as a fucking whatever the fuck genre of sports games are.
Yeah, I guess just sports games at this point.
I don't simulation.
Simulation games at this point.
I guess.
Like it's like you might as well just fucking turn on your TV, turn the channel on to a real sport, and watch it while you're playing your game, because it virtually almost looks no different.
Classify it as.
Like baseball is so accurate to real life, man. It's boring as fuck to play. It really is. Baseball's the worst.
I'll tell you the number. It doesn't mean basketball is bad either, by the way. It It just means Call of Duty has more fans. That's whatever, and that doesn't mean anything either.
No, I know the NBA's got lots of it. Just some people don't care for playing the game.
I understand that. Trust me.
Some people just don't like playing NBA over watching it. That's their deal.
I'll just tell you straight up. Like I'll be one of the first ones to say Call of Duty sucks nowadays. But the number is a rough 21,000 for the NBA on peak players. And do you care to take a gander at what the number is for Call of Duty?
A couple million.
Just you say a couple million?
Yeah.
I'll take your couple million, sir, and I'll raise you 100 million.
Holy fuck!
Because that's what it is, and that's a rough estimate. Because there ain't no other fucking. It's just 100. It's 1000000. They're not giving me accurate. So
no accuracy.
It's over 100 million. No, it's just over 100 million, and that's just active players. So that doesn't mean at once. That means all players that have played this game, that still play this game. Active as in, yeah, they're continuously still signing on, playing the game. Which, yeah, it's fucking insane. That's why I said there's like no comparison and it's not fair. It's like, the fuck, man. People are just dumb and they're just keep playing Call of Duty.
Because it takes a high IQ to understand sports. That's why people don't want to come over here. It actually takes a brain to play this more than Call of Duty.
It takes some skill to play this game too.
But it takes more brain power to play a sport over a fucking Call of Duty. Because eventually you'll start having to run game plans, starting to run different plays.
No, it's just when you do that in Call of Duty too, it's just for competitive. That's why I'm saying, like, you have to split it up into where you're looking at it from. So if you look at casual instead of competitive, of course there's a difference. Casuals go on and think they're fucking, they're pros. And they brag about it, and then it's like, shut the fuck up, you're 12. But then you go to actual competitive players that actually get sponsored and fucking earn hundreds of millions of fucking...
Oh, yeah, like, me in basketball, like, I'm good, but I've came across league players that are, like, signed on to the Raptors teams for in-game, and oh my god, they've made me look like an idiot.
That's just what I'm saying. It's just like,
I'm good at this sport, but I've met people 17 million times better at offense than me. I'm a defense god. I've been told that a million times. Defense is my
game. It's just casual and competitive, yeah. And so there's two different worlds.
You put me on offense and be like you put me in point guard and against another point guard and be like, hey, shoot threes and win the game. I'll be like, go fuck yourself. Now you put me as a power forward and tell me to play some defense and then score. I'm like, okay, that works.
Just that's why I'm saying Call of Duty does take a brain and skill. It's just depending where you're looking at the world, like of Call of Duty, that's where it's gonna fit in. It fits in competitive, not casual. You need to be really fucking good at Call of Duty. You need to have skill at Call of Duty to be a competitive player.
Yeah, because I know I play competitive on NBA all the fucking time, and I'm still pretty good. But then I come across those better ones that are league players.
I mean like competitive as in like going to like a tournament. And,
like, they're all like actually in leagues and shit. And a lot of them have been to the My Team tournaments and shit. That one's nothing but fucking.
Well, again, I don't mean My Team tournaments or anything like the in-game tournaments. I mean like actually being invited to a national tournament and shit like that, and being on stages in front of fucking.
Yeah, that's what the most
actual live competitions. And shit like
that's what the NBA league
NBA does have too. I know that.
Yeah, they have the NBA league, and I've met like the point guard that plays for the Raptors on that league, and he's fucking impressive. Plays a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but those are like in-game stuff.
But he was the one that also said after he played my power forward that if their power forward ever stops playing, I'm going to be the one they look at because they want a rebounder. They said their centerman's a great blocker, but
those are in-game. Those are like virtual tournaments and stuff. I'm talking about, again, I keep saying, I'm talking about real life venues. Like, you're actually invited to fucking a live tournament. Your fucking hotel's paid for, all that shit. Like, you're a competitive professional fucking player. And yes, I know I'm pretty sure there are tournaments like that.
Yeah, that's what they do, and that's what they do for the league and NBA.
Yeah. I'm saying, yeah. Instead of just playing the online tournament, which is still a real tournament, I know that. I'm saying, but I'm not pointing those ones out. I've met invited somewhere live.
Yeah, what it is I think the Raptors right now for the online league is in New York, and I do believe there's other players all over the place. Like they've got all their teams scattered in different states right now just to fucking play. And they got to stay in their hotel rooms farther away from their families. They can't even go home and shit. So they're like fucking just talking to their teammates.
Call of Duty like has obviously there's clans and shit like that, like FaZe, fucking Optic, all that shit, and they all have different multiple fucking teams for different games all around the world.
Yeah.
So FaZe has like a team for fucking Call of Duty specifically, fucking CS:GO.
Yeah, but this is like the full-on league. So like this is the actual Toronto Raptors of like whoever the fuck they make up, and then there's like a Lakers clan. I haven't met many Lakers players because they are too. They're actually the more of the weird ones for me. I do not like talking to them. All they do is talk about LeBron James, and I'm like, who the fuck cares about LeBron James, man?
All you do is talk about Curry.
I'd rather talk about Curry. He's more impressive than Mr. James.
Whatever, you're still riding his dick. That's my point. It's like people are gonna get sick and tired. I get fucking sick and tired of hearing you speak about him. I'm not scared to say that. I fucking get annoyed. I'm like, holy shit, shut up. I get it. He's good. I get it. He's a Jesus of basketball. I understand. But like, that's why I'm saying, like, you can't really complain when they do the same thing about players they like.
But there's a difference with LeBron. He's more defensive than he is offensive over the years.
I know, but LeBron is still one
defense.
of the best players, and fucking he's within the top 5 of the best players, and a lot of people see it that way. LeBron is always being like mentioned consecutively, just like how Curry and fucking Jordan all have that thing where you're fucking tossing whatever, and you're saying Curry, fucking Jordan, whatever. LeBron is still that same thing. You would say LeBron or Jordan before you would say Curry, and that's just because it was there before that. It's more embedded, and so like he is still an amazing fucking player. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, you love Curry, so you can talk about him all you want. That's your God-given right. Do you? No one can stop you. But you also can't stop them from talking.
I'd rather hear people talk about Anthony Davis than fucking LeBron James.
It's whoever they like, though. Like, I like fucking Freddie, but you apparently hate his guts.
Well, I don't mind Freddie if he could actually have the stats of our old goalies, and I'd be really impressed by that. But if he could pull off what Belfour and Cujo. Yeah, but you see, they're giving him too much fucking credit because nobody fucking everybody bitched about all the offense didn't do shit, but it's like, so Freddie's God when we win and our offense still didn't do shit. No, that's in the Leafs group. No, the Leafs group actually was doing this. They were all bad-mouthing Matthews, still telling him to trade half the offense. So I'm like, so Freddie has an off night, and we can't bitch about the goaltending, but we win. And what goal did Freddie fucking score? He finally did his job. Good for Freddie. He finally saw pucks and actually acted like a top-tier goalie that we paid him millions to do. Good for Freddie. At least Matthews does his job every fucking day and scores a goal. Nobody can bitch about about the offense and shit. Maybe the defense. The defense is garbage some days.
At least Freddie didn't score on his own net. That's all I gotta say.
Well, Matthews has just proven he's good. He's just that good. He needs to score on Freddie.
No, you can't say that. You can't joke about that. At least Freddie didn't score on his own net. Matthews did. Accident or not. That idiot scored on his own fucking net. He did it. It's probably on YouTube.
Oh, probably.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. I want to see him look like a retard for once.
I know. I wanted to YouTube it too.
Scores on own net, and I'm gonna type in like retard just for my own benefit. Like retard.
Yeah.
Matthew scores on. No, what? Bad.
Score. I'll just type in Matthew scores on Anderson. Fucking probably pop. Yeah.
Net. It's not popping up. What the hell?
What?
I know it's going to be a clip. Oh, nope, that was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. I guess I'm going to the score to try and find the clip. If they clipped it.
Oh my god. Apparently the fuck not. All I can find is his goddamn fucking shootouts and shit. Okay, I'll just go to Toronto. Just go to Toronto versus Ottawa highlights. It's got to be there.
I'm just looking up Toronto in general, then I'm going to news.
Yeah, I'm going to the highlights of the game. Okay, was it the 15th we did? Okay, was it last night or the other night they scored on their own net? I think it was last night, so we'll go to last night's game.
It was last night.
The first period.
I can't find anything. On the score, at least.
All right. I can't remember who scored the first goal, so... Was it Toronto or Ottawa that scored the first goal last night?
That scored the last goal?
No, the first one.
Toronto.
Okay.
If Matthews scored on his own net, Ottawa didn't score a goal. It was 2-1 at the end. So the offense had to make up for the fucking goal that Matthews scored on his own net. He tied up the game for the opposite fucking team. Like they didn't already have enough stress there. Like, we lost last night's game. We don't need this shit. We don't need our best player fucking scoring on our own net. I'm surprised that's not straight up like one of the first things that comes up.
Yeah, I know.
Are you sure he scored on his own net?
Yeah, they were all bitching about it.
Okay, I'm not denying it. I'm just making sure. Because, like, that's weird.
I can't remember which game it could have been, though. That's why I'm watching last night's game first.
Oh, okay. Good, yeah. But the score was 2-1. So if he scored on his own net, then he's, yeah. Toronto scored all the goals, technically. Ottawa didn't score one, but they still had a goal on the board.
No, yeah, this is the first one that didn't count. I remember this one. Somebody pushed in, Thornton pushed in off the goalie pad. Yeah, he hit the...
I know the first goal was a pass from Matthews. Not Matthews. It was a pass from Hall.
Yeah, and it was Thornton pushed his fucking pad in with the fucking puck, so that's not a goal.
No. It is not.
Can't just fucking bully your way into the fucking net because you think you can score by
playing. You can't do anything like that. Even if you shoot the puck and it hits someone's skate and bounces in, that's still illegal. That's interference, like, on the puck. That's not the...
So we're in the second period right now.
They scored in the third. I'm pretty sure. Wait. No, it was right around the end of the second, I think. I remember thinking, oh, they have the whole third period to try and take the tie. And not have to fucking go in overtime again. Which is the only place they seem to have an issue. Is overtime. Like I always say, man, like, overtime does not... It does and it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, Matthews scored the first goal off a one-timer for Toronto.
Yeah, that's all faked out. Faked them out. They were like, oh, I'm going... Nope. Pass to the god.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, fuck Nylander. Nylander can't even score goals. Like, he's not even doing his fucking job this year. We should trade Nylander. He's getting paid $12 million.
Either. He's an amazing player. He sumoed one in. Thought he was playing soccer. Who does Ottawa have for a goalie?
I don't know. Some bullshit goalie. All I know is we were looking at him at one point. That's all I know, and I'm glad we didn't get him.
They're in last right now.
Yeah. Okay, where's the fucking Ottawa Senators' first goal by apparently Austin Matthews? Because I gotta see this. Like, come on. Yeah, like we can't just be having this bullshit happen, right?
I don't think they're showing it because the only clip I could find is Hall sells shot to set up Matthews' blast, which was their first goal. Maybe they just don't want to show Matthews looking like a retard. They're just like, nope, cut the camera, cut the commercial. Look like
That's not allowed to be seen.
Moron. Sir, I'm gonna need to confiscate that footage. What? Why? Yeah, we need to do some editing. Make it look like he didn't actually shoot on his own net. Hey.
Oh shit, actually Ottawa did score their own goal.
Oh, okay, see.
Oh, no, did Matthews poke that in last minute, that dumb motherfucker?
Are you sure, though?
Yes, he did! Matthews, you dumb fuck!
He's not
he was trying to get it away from the net and he accidentally put it in. He was right on with the other Ottawa fucking scorer. He was actually right up his ass. Like,
did they call it out?
Like, it was, like, you know what I, like, you know when they're both going for, like...
If it's real or not anymore, I'm just wondering if they called it out.
Yeah, no, I don't think they did like that. Like, I don't think they called it like that. I think they just kind of, like, fucking everybody kind of blames Matthews, even though he was technically doing his job trying to stop the shot for once. As an offenseman, like, not really doing defense. He was, like, trying to poke check it away, and I guess he just screwed up. That's not his natural position. Right?
Yeah. Oh shit, this Mortal Kombat trailer looks fucking dope. Oh. So it looks like it's kind of like set in the modern day with it's definitely gory, I'll tell you that one. It looks like the time period is like when Sub-Zero and Scorpion are like really fucking old and kind of in isolation. Keeping them to themselves.
Yeah, no, it was an accidental poke check into the net pretty much by Matthews.
Oh, okay.
He was doing a good job on defense when that happened, and I really did notice that, because he was like right up them, and their sticks were pretty much tied up together when it happened. So it could have went right off the Ottawa player stick right over to Matthews' stick just because and in the net.
Yeah.
But he was doing his job when it happened.
Yeah. That can be difficult to fucking not end up hitting the puck by accident when there's a bunch of fucking sticks just trying to knock the puck away. Empire has some news for you.
No, not today, he don't. Nope, go away, Empire. Fuck you.
Empire's trying to reach out to the dark side.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you want to come to work today? No, not today, boss. Maybe tomorrow.
No, I don't want to visit the test guy. Not today. I don't want to be blown the fuck up. I'm taking my vacation days now. Okay, I don't trust them.
Like, yeah, he's got to be the safest boss, man. He's constantly wearing a mask thanks to coronavirus. At least I know I'm safe. My boss is fucking being smart.
At least we're safe from viruses, at least, and alone in space. I mean, know how hard it would be to get a virus in space?
Yeah.
Crazy. Know how easy it'd be to spread though too? One planet gets a cold, and the other planet doesn't know about it. You just go over there and sneeze on someone. Now they have it. That would be bad. That's why we don't have commercial fucking air travel, because if we go to another planet, we're spreading our diseases onto that planet. That's why they should cancel all fucking space trips right now. I mean, I would say the people in the fucking uh, uh, National Space Station are fucking lucky, but I mean, no, space, no. I mean, no.
Well, I mean, only Ricky's lucky up there because he got to grow weed in space.
I could almost guarantee you they probably done that. They do botany in space. I know we have a national seed vault, but I wonder if weed seeds are in there. Because the national seed vault's like in a fucking really secure middle of nowhere location. Because it's there for, or if the planet were to get hit by something that killed off a lot of life, and we didn't have any like trees consistent anymore. If species die out, stuff like that, we have seeds from a lot of the species and shit like that we can just regrow them. So I wonder if weed's in there. They were like, maybe if weed goes extinct, we still want to get high as fuck. So let's save a lot of these, please. They technically have to. Their job is to save every seed, so I mean, I don't doubt it. I need to look it up. Google's useful.
Google is useful.
Oh my god! Another thing that just came to mind. I'm glad we don't have time machines because I would be such an asshole with it. I'd be some fucking Ghost of Christmas Past type shit. I'd be showing up to fucking people with my smartphone and being like, hey, let me just Google something real quick, fucking Google their history and just show them that they're like a fucking terrorist or something, just scare the shit out of them. Like, this is you in fucking 40 years. They're like 10 years old. Alright. To... weed seeds. And the national seed. I think it's National Seed Reserve, but I'll type in reserve just in case. Cannabis in the Doomsday Vault. Okay.
So do we have any new trades to Toronto I should know about? No.
I think there was one that popped up last night. I didn't read it, but I'm pretty sure they drafted someone else.
The Leafs?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they did. We got a new trade from, what's his name? Kurchuk or some shit. He's brand new. He played last night, yeah. But I was talking about, actually, the Raptors, the Cavaliers benched Drummond for our trade. He's that into the trade to Toronto. They benched him until they get everything figured out, and the Raptors are doing the same shit right now. We're benching out our trades for the big trade coming, because they want it to happen before the offseason, because everybody's leaving the teams at the end of the season anyway, so they just want to see if they'll go to the respective teams, and they'll just get a re-sign at the end of the year anyway. That just makes sense, right? If you're that willing to leave at the end of the season, if this is a team you're already interested in going to, why not already do it part way into the season and just sign your extension at the end of the year? Be happy.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. Well, there's good news and bad news about cannabis in the vault. While the United States has deposited over 17 million seeds in the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, alas, none of them are cannabis seeds. No worries, though. 3 organizations, the Austrian Agency for Health and Food Safety, the Libyan's Institute of Plants Genetics and Crop Plant Research, and the Nordic Genetic Resource Center have deposited over 20,000 cannabis seeds in the vault. Unfortunately, although the seeds are cataloged in the seed portal that anyone can access, we couldn't tell. Okay, we don't care. We have 20,000. Cannabis will survive the apocalypse. 20,000 strains of it. I do see success in the world. Sometimes. I do love people sometimes, and I love those people that were like 20,000 strains. Let's put them bitches in there. I want to get high during the zombie apocalypse. And I'm right there with them. It's just weird, like, Canada's going to be the next one to do it. Be like, here, I'll see your 20,000, I'll raise you 50.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, it's in a seed vault. That seed vault can hold up to 4.6 million different strains of seeds. And right now it's at around, like, it's in the hundreds of thousands at the moment. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, I think it's like 46,000. So literally half seeds in there are cannabis. They know what they're doing in fucking Libya.
Yeah, because they're like, yo, we can use these bitches to breathe and smoke.
No.
Okay.
Don't
they give off fucking oxygen?
They don't produce enough.
Okay.
They don't produce enough. That's the problem. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, all plants do produce some sort of oxygen.
Yeah.
But obviously a tree is fucking way huger than a fucking weed plant. So
no, I get you. And that was just my logic, though. It's like, plants kind of give off oxygen.
If the whole fucking world was embedded with them, we'd be able to live. I wouldn't mind that.
Neither would I.
To function. I'm pretty sure, like, if aliens did show up, they'd be able to fucking take us and just, like, we'd be like, no. We'd be like catatonic fucking cows. We'd be just in the field fucking doing weed angels, fucking zoned out.
Yeah, they'd be like, yo, we can go kidnap the whole earth, man, they're all fucking high!
They can literally just fucking float over top and just suck all of us up.
Yeah.
Fucking, we're all just laying there on the ground out of our fucking minds, stoned, don't even know what's happening. We're in a completely different fucking world. It's just like, fuck. That would be wonderful. Now that would be a world I'd be happy to live on.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Be like living on fucking, the one farm there in South Park.
Yeah, that or fucking, there's a farm like that on Ted 2, where they show up and they start playing the Jurassic Park theme song.
That was the funniest fucking thing in Ted 2. They fucking show up there and the fucking Jurassic Park theme starts playing to a field of weed, and I'm like, oh yeah.
To a field of weed. Lemon haze, super lemon haze, to be specific. Wait, super silver lemon haze.
I remember that. But yeah, no, that one team scene though where they're trying to steal Tom Brady's sperm was fucking hilarious.
That was fucking mad funny.
That was.
He tosses Ted out the window. He's like, fucking, he catches it. He's like, holy shit, perfect spiral.
Yeah.
That whole joke was put in there because of Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Because he's a huge fucking fan of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He's like, we need to get Tom Brady, put him in here, and have a scene of us trying to steal his sperm. It's like, what the fuck kind of movie do you think this is? A movie about a grown man and his best friend, a teddy bear. I mean, I'm pretty sure anything would go. This isn't fucking Titanic. We're not trying to win a Grammy.
Yeah.
We're not trying to get nominated for the Oscars. Okay, calm down. We're just trying to take the piss out of everyone.
And the funny thing is James Cameron didn't even make a dime on that movie.
No, because I'm pretty sure he didn't.
He had to sell the entire fucking movie because it was so over budget. It could not fucking. They didn't trust it at the box office to remake what fucking he spent on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like a special deal worked out with him for that one because they weren't that 100% sure, but it became one of the biggest box office smashes. And it's like, huh? So one of his most famous movies in this fucking. Yeah, this guy's won like 1 million Academy Awards on one movie, and you're telling me you didn't trust it after
Both those
that?
movies were made by Seth MacFarlane and Mark Wahlberg. That's why I was confused for a second. I was like, wait, what? He might have directed them, but he had nothing to do with like writing them. That was both Mark Wahlberg and Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, no, I was talking about the whole fucking Titanic movie with James Cameron. He wrote everything and did all the work on it, and then made fucking
I was like,
nothing
that's
with
why
it.
I was confused. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, it was Titanic. They did all this work, and he made literally nothing on it because they didn't trust the fact that
he chose not to. I'm pretty sure at the end, like he didn't
it was
want to make
also
anything.
no, it was a big thing because the box office also didn't know if he would really make the money back that they spent on the movie. It was like over a $20 million movie, and they kind of just
because
made
he
over
did a
that.
lot of research into it. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like, at the
that's
end of
why
the day,
it was worth a lot of money because he went and did all the fucking research and did all the
like I'm
fucking
saying,
shit.
I'm pretty sure at one point in time he stated that he chose not to make. That might have been a contributing factor, but I'm pretty sure you can check this if you really want. But I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
no, but I remember that too. There was a part of him that didn't want to make any money.
He didn't want to make any money because it wasn't really an original idea. It was more or less him telling the story of how that happened and trying to pay respect to all the people and all the lives that were lost on the Titanic.
Yeah.
And all that. Like, he did an amazing amount of fucking research. He went down to the Titanic's remains.
Yeah, I remember all the research and shit he put into that and all the shit he did to go into that movie and everything.
Most of directors ever fucking researched the movie in my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, send me down to the actual crash in a sub. What? Yeah, send me down there. I'm down.
Yeah, and we're going to film parts of it and we'll put it in the movie.
Yeah, that's at the very end. Just showing that it's like, he did a lot of this. He was like, yeah, man, this is what happened. This fucking...
Yeah, no, his knowledge on that ship is quite incredible for what he studied to do that movie.
He spent years researching it.
Yeah.
Before he even started making
Yeah,
the movie.
and then even when he did the movie, like, he made sure, like, everybody got the mannerism lessons proper done to act right in the time era, and everything was, like, just perfect. All the details were just, like...
to every single last person on that ship.
Oh, yeah.
That was his one main...
Like, even if you weren't a major person, you still acted proper of that era. You weren't going to stick out like, kind of like a sore thumb. You fit right on in. And it was like, man, you put a lot of effort into that shit.
Yeah. And, he did, his whole goal was just so he was paying respect to everyone on the ship, make sure he didn't fucking hurt anyone's feelings, didn't disrespect anyone.
Yeah.
All that shit, because he was necessarily, like, there are people that are ancestors and stuff, or relatives of the people that had died on that ship.
Yeah.
So if they went to go see Titanic, more or less, they're watching their ancestors fucking drown to death. So that's why he's like, I'm not really out to make money, and that's why again, like, it could have been the box office, it probably was too, but yeah, that's why he spent so much time researching it. So it wasn't just like, this is a ship, this is a crash, hopefully I make money.
Yeah.
He spent a lot.
And the funny thing is the entire movie runs the entire sync time that it took.
Yep.
And nobody actually clued into that, too. It was just like...
Well, a lot of people did, but you have to you have to look up the Titanic shit. And
yeah, in action.
Remember that. Yeah. You have to remember the running time of the movie. And you would have to remember, like, see that specific time. So it's a very odd thing to see.
Yeah.
You would have to see both timestamps at once.
Yeah.
You would have to see this is how long it took for it to crash, and this is how long this movie is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a very cool factor that he did, that he put in, that the whole movie length is the same length of time that it took for the Titanic to sink.
Yes.
And it's weird how you can pay so much attention to just pretty much one scene. It's like we're seeing a little bit, like half an hour, 45 minutes of actual stuff happening, and then the whole ship sinking is like the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
And so it's really just like 5 scenes all together, but really it's like one whole big ass scene at the very end, and we're still paying attention. Like, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit. You see that guy hit the fucking propeller? Oh shit.
Yeah, like everything just got intense in the second half.
Like, I feel bad, but like whenever I see that part, I do laugh.
And it's ironic because if you go to YouTube and type in the funniest part of Titanic, ironically, it's the guy falling and hitting the propeller.
Falls and hits. Yes. Which it's not funny, but it is at the same time. It's just the comedic fucking timing of him going fucking right off the thing.
Yeah, you just hear the major, and you just hear nothing but a major clonk halfway into his fall.
And it's just like, I would not want that to ever happen to me, please and thank you, because that is horrific, and that would be one of the worst ways to fucking die. But You shouldn't have put that in this movie. No, it makes me laugh every single time. Some Looney Tunes shit, some fucking straight up Roadrunner versus Wile E. Coyote falling off a fucking cliff.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, this is like no. Every time I see it. Yeah. And even the MythBusters, they proved that they had James Cameron come on like to the show to see how they
Oh,
busted
yeah, I remember that about the piece of wood and Jack and Rose, and they start going on about if you just put a life jacket on the
They
bottom of that
basically
piece
said
of
it, if
wood.
they tied the life jackets all the way around and used them as buoys and flotation devices, they could have and distributed their weight evenly across the piece of wood. They would have successfully been able to keep most, like 80% of their body out of the freezing cold water and survived a lot longer, and probably both survived the whole thing. And he's just like, well, it's a fucking movie, man. Like, give me a little bit of leeway. That's literally what he says at the end. He was like, about that last part, he's like, give me some fucking leeway, man. He's like, it's a movie.
Yeah, you gotta have some emotional factor at the end of the movie.
He's like, no, Jack was always gonna die. There was no chance of his survival. He had to die. He was written into the script to die. And it was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, no love for Jack. Straight up.
Yeah, and then my other favorite part too is like when the other guy's like, yeah, we never found anything on Jack Dawson. There's no record of him at all.
Yeah, well, it's because like we don't know. We weren't really there, and we know he's real more or less because of Rose, like how she actually said at the end of her life, like when she got picked up and fucking told the story of the Titanic, she told the story of him, and so that was still when she was pretty young. Yeah. And so she would have remembered everything, so that's why we know of that. We just have no.
The guy was so poor, didn't have a fucking social insurance number. The government did not physically be able to trap him.
It's how bad the records were back then. We didn't really keep records of every single last person on the planet. It wasn't, oh, you're born, oh, there's your fucking birth certificate, oh, you're on governmental records. Now we know that you exist. Now we know that you are somewhere on this planet at one point in time. So they didn't really have that too much back then.
Yeah.
It was more or less, you had to be known for your name to be like, oh yeah, I remember hearing that at one point.
Yeah, exactly.
It just has, it sucks that he had to be like, he was so fucking poor and he was more or less a vagrant that he was unrememberable at that point. You couldn't be like, well, that's that.
But I do love that dinner scene though, where he's like, I love my ticket here to Titanic and the lucky hand of poker, and he's like fucking being like, yeah, life's nothing but a game of cards.
It kind of is.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that is the best analogy I've ever heard in a movie. This guy is actually one of the only honest people I've ever heard speak something logically in a movie, and it made more sense than anything.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, most of his movies with his characters, like even in The Wolf of Wall Street when he had to play Jordan Bell, he did such a fucking good job in that movie. Yeah. Same with Jonah Hill, and I remember Jonah Hill's been going into more like actually important
more serious roles.
Yeah, he's actually going into more serious roles now than a goofy one.
Well, he did that after, or either after 21 or in between 21 and 22.
Yeah, he did it somewhere in between them. Yeah, and then he's trying to go for more of a serious role because he just worked with Morgan Freeman not too long ago too.
Yeah, has he worked with Morgan Freeman? Because Morgan Freeman's done plenty of comedic.
No, and I know that. That's also. It's like I think it was a serious kind of comedy, kind of an idea, like an in between of the two.
I was wondering if he has ever worked with him before.
Yeah, no, they just literally finished a movie. I'm just pretty sure it's not released yet. Because I watched an interview on Jonah Hill talking about him and Morgan Freeman doing a thing. Well, during the filming, he said he worked right beside him and didn't talk to him for the whole fucking film. And Morgan Freeman came up to him and just randomly did this whole fucking rap thing to him, and then expected Jonah Hill to try it back at him. Like, it was the funniest thing. You can find the scene right on YouTube of Jonah Hill talking about it and trying to do the thing. It's like, okay.
I can't think of anything that they would have been in before that. I have no idea. But I also don't know like an extreme amount of Jonah Hill movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't think he's been in any movies like with Morgan Freeman before, besides I guess this one. But yeah, I sent you that Mortal Kombat trailer. If you want to watch that, it looks really fucking good. I feel like you'd be able to appreciate it more than I would, since you like Mortal Kombat a lot more than I do.
Oh, shit.
They added a new mode into Call of Duty, by the way. It's nothing good, but it's like 1 second. A mosh pit of respawn modes on Raid, Express, and Nuketown 84, featuring Team Deathmatch domination, Guild Friend, and Hardcore. So it's just 3 maps specific. The old maps that were brought back. My goal today is either 185 or 190 for Call of Duty. What level did you get to last night? 190.
I think I'm on 191 now. Some shit.
One what? 191?
Yeah.
191. How the fuck? It's funny, it's so stupid how, like, a crumb on your fucking hand. Like, I had a piece of tobacco on my hand, and it was bothering me so much on my, like, holding my controller. It's so stupid how something so simple can bother you so much. People. Where's this camera? Oh no. Oh yeah, care package. Oh no. Store your care package, boy, boy. That should have blown. Okay, that's whatever. Sure. Sure. What are executions again? Hold down R1?
R3.
Or Alpha R3? I did that. What the fuck, man? I literally ran up and I held it down and it just gun butted.
Yeah, no, I usually hold it down and it always executes for me. I'm always
I
shoving
guess I
grenades
gotta
down
stay.
people's shirts.
I
And you
guess I
gotta be
gotta
like
stay
almost
still.
directly behind them.
No, I know, and then I also have to, I guess, stay still instead of
Yeah.
run up right up behind them and then instantly hold it down. That's kind of dumb. Enemy sentry turret in my AO. Yeah. Nope. Excuse me. Oh, you fucking little with the RCXT. ISIS go the other way. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, teammate. Should have been creeping. And the spawn shouldn't be this shit. That's also a thing. This ain't no street, no Sesame. Ain't no Sesame Street. Alright, let's get that here. Oh, oh my lord, that was hilarious. Holy tits. I was okay. Alright, sure. Yeah. Why did I just... Okay, I spawned and died. That's lovely. We still won. Policia camo. Did they add that camo recently?
I think
Because I
so.
don't remember it being on any other weapon.
I think so.
Okay. Because I don't remember that being on any other weapon. How many more camos do I need to get this gold? Detector, stamina, abilities, course discipline. So, 6 more for that one. 12 more headshots. So I need 2 more camos altogether. Those ones are both simple. Fucking no. You got the 192. Cartel. That was supposed to be a slide, not a duck, you dipshit. Also, Spike Pink beat my ass because it's going to go bye-bye. Like that. Oh, super made that shot. I care if it's like a fucking chopper gunner or something like that. Otherwise, meh. It's something that can easily be gotten rid of just by killing them. Or just by winning the match. You fucking little cunt, man. Like, campers. Yeah, we're losing a
What
fight
pill?
because they
What pill
fucking
would
sit
you
on our
rather? A
tits.
PS5 with GTA 6 and a game of girlfriend, or one that goes back in time to fix your mistakes? Well, fuck, they're mistakes for a
What?
reason. I don't know this meme. I hate memes, man. They're always like, "Would you like a PS5 with one pill and just your the same life with more luxuries, or to go back and fix all your mistakes?" It's like, yeah, I'll just take the new system with my new luxuries, man. Like, fucking mistakes are mistakes. I don't really care about what mistakes I've
Yep.
made. Fuck, I've either learned from them. Cause like, what? You gonna fix all my mistakes so I can make some new ones? Fuck that. Still gonna make some mistakes in life. Like, I don't need to fucking forget the ones I've already made. Fuck, I've already learned.
Yeah, but say you shot the president of the United States, you could go back and fix that. I
Yeah, I didn't do that though.
think it just needs like more serious ones. More
Yeah,
serious
like
things that you can change.
not many serious things I could change in my life, really. So it's like I've learned from pretty much most good things I've learned out of my mistakes. So it's not really something I'd want to change. I've learned better not to do those same dumb things.
Well, it doesn't imply that you would forget the lessons because you're going back and
Oh,
fixing them. So it's like time travel.
no, okay.
You would go back, fix it, and come back,
Yeah,
and
I
you'd
see.
have.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you'd like still remember your lesson from the whole ordeal or not.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
the whole
Just think of it
that
like
would be
time
why I was
travel.
more cautious on that pill. I'd be like, well, it
Yeah.
doesn't say I get to keep my lesson, so nope.
Think about it just as time travel. You just go there, fix your shit, then travel back. Think about it as that version of time travel. Oh shit. Didn't see the sentry there. You camping come. They have a century with a fucking trophy system right by it and a person camping. Triple deluxe bitch sandwich.
Yeah. I'd say because I started throwing all my fucking trophy systems around our team sentry guns when I have them. I'm like, yeah, no, that can go there.
Yeah. So this person's sitting on the motherfucker like an egg.
I do that so we don't have to, right? So it's just like, well, fuck, they can't throw a grenade at it. They have to physically go up to it. Unless they have cold-blooded, they're fucked. So, like, now your fucking actual choices are limited.
Another century. Come on, you fucking little assholes. Bitch. Bitch, headshot. You fucking camping little bitch. Ah. Yeah, see, whenever you're not in that fucking camping spot, I kill you.
See that? Yeah, that's why they fucking camp.
Just
Because
don't go in the
why?
camping spot.
Why? Because they die.
Yeah. They're pansies. They're panzillas. Yeah, how do you like being camped? No? Don't like it? Well, that sucks. We are probably gonna lose though.
My favorite is when they start camping and then I do it and I do it better than them, and I'm like, yeah, can't outsmart campers that originally like to do it.
In general, I just hate campers.
That's the only time I started doing it. Once they don't want to do it, I'll start fucking finding their favorite pinpoints and I'll start sitting in their favorite spots and doing what they do, and then I'll be like, so how do you like it, asshole? But I do it better.
Yeah, we lost. Oh.
That's the thing. I just have to get into my upper hand and get into their spot, and then just do what they do to us, and be like, "So how do you like it?" And then when they die 20 times, they don't like it. And normally by that point, I don't know why, but I don't know why. See, I gotta fucking play the game last night after you left, and I can't remember how I got it, but like I got one. I should have got one and fucking. The boat, bro. I died twice using my sniper 12 kills. And they were just so far in between, they're like, yeah, you know, you're not that cool, that's not impressive. I'm like, I barely fucking died with a bolt action. Just sniping people from like clear across the map for boredom at this point. Like, I was fucking just barely zooming in, noticing where they were. Like, I'd zoom in and scan for 5 seconds, quickly hold L3 if I found somebody, just clock them right in the fucking head. I'd zoom out, start scanning the area at a farther view, go in, do it again at a closer for longer distances that I couldn't see properly. And I was just smoking people. And it's like, what do you mean? I got bloodthirsties and shit. I deserve a fucking play the game with sniper. And they're using some camping dick with an assault rifle. They got 2 kills, and then I shot him in the head when he fucking came to the window trying to get me. And I was like, I should have been playing the game. I'm the one that fucking ended you. I'm like, your kill streak wasn't even that impressive. That was like my 8th kill at that point, you dick. That was your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or some shit. I'm like, you fucking had half mine. Like, when it's us usually doing it and we're getting 1 or 2 less kills than the other, and it's usually just a run and gun situation, so it's like, whatever. At least we're not camping in a corner with a bullshit fucking highlight reel and maybe 1 less kill than the other, but we were both running, gunning. It could have just been like, fucking, that was the highlight of the time at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's always usually pretty impressive when we get a fucking kill cam at the end of the game, because we're not sitting in the damn corner getting it.
They better come up with another double XP before fucking the end. How many days are left? 8, I'm pretty sure. 6. 6 days, 7 hours, 41 minutes, 80 or 46 seconds.
Six days ago, why are cops all over the harbor? Gunshots heard. We were gunshots in the harbor the other fucking 6 days ago.
I don't know. I wasn't in the harbor.
Yeah, it's a small town. I'm pretty sure I'd hear a gunshot if it happened at night because the town's fucking quiet.
No, you wouldn't hear it across the whole town. Even though it's small, I know, but it like, yeah. Depending on where it was. If it was outside, you would probably hear it. But it might have been inside or something. It could have been muffled or something. Yeah, I don't know. There's a billion factors that could go into it, Travis. Is there something else for Assassin's Creed? Travis.
I'm hearing this like fucking Black Flag shit coming to Valhalla.
I'm surprised you didn't go. Valhalla, click, 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 click.
Why? What is it? Oh, now I gotta go see what's on there.